Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me, my tiny tummy family. So, let me adjust this music thing. It just sounds super, super loud. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but for me, I'm bumping over here. So, yeah, now we're done with that. Okay, so my name's Jen Bailey. I'm a VSG athlete, and today we're gonna go over the importance of encouragement and support after you've had your surgery. I mean, it would be great beforehand as well, but today we're just speaking about the after. So, um, yeah, in my life, it was, and it is currently a huge deal to have that support from family, from friends, and these support groups. I'm in a few of them online, and there's a few different reasons why. So, firstly, we'll go over is validation. Now, being around other people that are in your similar journey, similar situation, whether they're going into it or have already had the surgery. It's I think it's really necessary to have that validation because you know only you know what you're going through, and these other people that have had the surgery understand what you're going through. Um, we may have great husbands or wives that are by our side and say, like, yes, you can do this. I understand, you feel pain or something, but they really don't understand the extent of it, the burning sensation after surgery, the feeling incredibly tired, not just feeling like yourself. And that's a big deal. So we need that validation in our lives through this process. So next, I'm going to go with efforts are celebrated. Of course, we should have this within our household, but it just feels, I guess, a little more special, for lack of a better phrase, when um, these efforts are celebrated by people who have also had the surgery because they know and they understand. But that doesn't diminish uh, what your family or friends are doing. I mean, we all need that. It's a really big deal. And having this surgery is a tool, it's not a fix all. We still have to do our own footwork in it. And, you know, we should celebrate everything. I mean, there are going to be setbacks, and that's okay, but we're all here for each other. If you don't have someone to celebrate you, put me in, coach. I'm there for you. So, having this support and encouragement can help prevent the slipbacks. So, accountability is key, and I'm so thankful to be able to have the time to be online, to have the resources to, have my Garmin thing, hook myself up to Strava to show people what's going on in my life. Like, that accountability is like totally needed. And I love seeing others out there as well. There's a girl, she just had her surgery like a couple weeks ago, and was already out there walking huge, like for me, it's huge amounts. She did her first one was like almost 2 miles, and it blew my mind. And I was like, messaged on her Strava, like, Crystal, this is amazing. We all are in our own journeys, but we can still do these really great things that have accountability. And yeah, hopefully that accountability will help prevent a little more of those slip ups because we're human. Things happen, and it's okay. Just give yourself that grace to acknowledge it and learn from it and move on. I mean, that's all we can ask. So, having this support um, is great for the. Oh, I am stammering today. Let me get a drink of this decaf coffee, okay? So, educated for long-term success. We all learn from each other. I mean, you can listen to podcasts, you can read books, you can be in the support groups, you can have someone or multiple people in your life that want to learn about what you're going through and help educate you with little nuggets of info. You can have people like me where you're learning through my life, through um, my trials and errors on this, on being this long distance runner and athlete post surgery. So, we can all take a good little piece of information from each other and ping pong it off each other. What worked for you? What didn't work for me? Well, okay, that works for me, great, but not so much you. And we learn, and that's going to help us in the long run. Um, I mean, why not? It's learning, like, every day is a new situation. So let's do this together. And yeah, I did want to share with you this one quote I came across, and I really, really love it. So, it's from a gentleman named Jamie, and I'm just gonna say D because I'm gonna totally like blow that last name. But he's an executive coach and U.S. national fencing champion, so he's a big deal. But when I was looking like what is the difference between motivation and determination, because those get used a lot. And you know there are days where I don't feel motivated, but I still want to like complete or work towards this long-term goal. So his quote is, motivation is what gets you started, and determination is what helps you finish what you started. So for me, the motivation to get this started was my kids, my family, my like want to be around longer in life and really be able to do the things that I love. And running is something that I love. And I could do it when I was heavy, but it was so incredibly difficult. It wasn't fun. It was more of a chore. I never looked forward to it. Even when we went to races and we saw our friends, it was nice to be around people, but that was it. So the motivation is, the kids for me and family. That's my driver. I know it should be like myself first, or people say it should be, but that's that's how I am. Determination is what helps you finish what you started. That determination is a daily thing. Like it's in me with this because I genuinely feel like this surgery gave me a second chance. Again, I can't stress it enough. It's not a fix all. It is a tool that I was given, and I'm so thankful to be given that. And I have to do my best to make the most of it. And there's these opportunities that have come up in my life since the surgery, since losing this weight, since getting better, faster, stronger in something that I really love to do. And that determination just, keeps driving me to move forward and to want to stay successful. When it comes to like family life, at home, the kids are really great. I mean, they're teenagers, they're going to eat junk. It's fine. My husband and I are vegetarian. These kids very much eat meat. And it's just a choice that he and I make for ourselves. But they're still great about it. I cook them food that has meat. I cook us something different. And I don't get like ridiculed by anyone for my choices. And that's the support that I need. You know, they'll message me through Instagram when they see the stories or things that I put out. And like, you're doing a great job. Keep this going. I'm so proud of you. And for me, those kind of things are such a big deal. Like I'll be in like quiet squishy tears when I see this stuff and they may not know it, but it really does mean a lot to me, especially coming from, teenagers. Like we all know they're in their own world and it's such a big deal. As far as my husband goes, he's been with me every step of the way. And before I even talked to him about the surgery, I mean, I was thinking about it for a little while, like a few months, and he came up to me one day and I was just really struggling. And he was like, "Have you ever thought about having that?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have for a few months now." But I just didn't want to say anything because I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be an easy way out, or people are gonna, come down on me for that. And I've been trying to do it by myself. And he's like, it's a tool, this is something that I believe will work for you. And no, it's there to help. So he's been supported from day one, and even through my eating disorders, sitting there talking to me, asking questions, trying to learn about like what goes on in my brain and why I think to like do that stuff back then. So, even more so now that all of these great changes and like this this awesomeness has been happening, he is my biggest cheerleader and it's amazing. I can't express like how wonderful it is to have someone like that. And like I've watched probably every season of like my 600-pound life when people they choose this, they choose to have the surgery, they have to do, so much to get it, and then they go home and there is no encouragement, there is no support, and that is so heartbreaking. So I would hope that anyone that comes across me, you know, reaches out. No matter where you are, like I'm here, I will send you awesomeness. I will send you the encouragement. I will send you silly messages, just to keep things upbeat. I have depression. I know the importance of needing someone to talk to. So if you need someone, like reach out to me. I am here. I will be your cheerleader, and I'm I love that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to go over today is encouragement, support from within your household, within your sphere, your bubble, your circle of friends, and those support groups. There's plenty of people that are out there that are, willing to share things with you just as they should. And I think it's a wonderful community that we have. So yeah, that said, again, to hold me accountable, let's go to that. So on Strava, I'm on there and you can see my workouts, the things I do to stay active. I'm currently in a plateau, so I'm hoping that this next round of amped up like weight training, strength training, whatever you want to call it, resistance training, that stuff helps kind of launch me out of it. But I'm not going to, beat myself up if it takes a little while. That's okay. This is part of the process. So yeah, go on there, check me out at Jen Bailey. You can message me on there. You can go to Instagram at Jen_Bailey 17. 17 is because that's the year I became a Bailey. got married to my wonderful husband, Anthony. Oh yeah, and he made a cameo in this week's video. Do not mind the noises that show up when he's on camera because that was his part of the editing. I did not put those in. He's a silly, silly goose. So, yeah. Until next time, sending light, love, and happiness. Thank you for watching. I love and appreciate you.